What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today we're going to get into the New York Jets trading wide receiver Mike Williams. It's trade deadline day, so things are starting to come out, and the New York Jets made their first move of the day, dealing Mike Williams to the Pittsburgh Steelers. This video is powered by BetUS, the official sportsbook of the channel. Sign up for BetUS using promo code YouTube150. Receive a 150% match deposit bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two deposits, up to $2,000. Jets are +1 on the road this week in Arizona. They were slight favorites against the Texans a week prior. They were big favorites on the road against the New England Patriots. They lost to the Pats. They won as slight favorites at home. We'll see what they're able to do this week on the road in Arizona. I'll be making my pick later on in the week, but get in on the action over on BetUS. All right, so here we go. The first domino falls. The New York Jets trade Mike Williams to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a 5th-round pick. A little bit surprised on the compensation. I thought they'd be getting a 6th or a 7th, so a 5th is a little bit better than what I was anticipating. Unfortunately, Mike Williams did not pan out the way that I was hoping to with him as a New York Jet. Thought he would end up settling in to be a nice wide receiver too. Not the case. The Jets end up going to trade for Davante Adams, a few games into their season. And Garrett Wilson and Davante Adams are, the 1A and 1B, whatever order you want to put them in. And Mike Williams kind of gets moved down the pecking order. Now, here's his final numbers. He played in 9 games with the Jets, had 12 catches on 21 targets. So it was targeted 21 times in 9 games, but only caught 12 of those 21 targets, 166 yards, no touchdowns. Unfortunately, I think his lasting memory will be running the wrong route and falling down against the Buffalo Bills. And it's strange. There was a part where it was back-to-back weeks where we saw Mike Williams get targeted on a play, on a game-ending interception, essentially, once against the Minnesota Vikings. That one I definitely put more on Aaron Rodgers. That first throw I don't think was very good. The one against Buffalo, ran the wrong route. Rodgers tries to adjust. The throw was underthrown, but you had Mike Williams coming back to the ball, and then he fell down. So just not nearly at the production we were hoping for when the New York Jets signed him on a 1-year deal. Instead, he will go to the Pittsburgh Steelers and see if he could get something going with Russell Wilson now at the helm over there. I will say I'm slightly surprised that the Jets made this move now, and I'll explain why. Because, it seemed like Williams was falling out of favor with the Jets. So them trading him was always something that's on the table. But with Allen Lazard being placed on IR a week ago, I thought maybe there would be a chance that they would just hold on to Mike Williams. That's not the case, though, as they trade away Mike Williams. Lazard was placed on IR before the Week 9 game, so he still has 3 more games at least that he will miss, which then means, okay, you know who your top 2 wide receivers are. Who's wide receiver 3 after that? The Jets have been very apprehensive to play Malachi Corley. They finally give him the ball against the Texans, and he makes a brutal mistake. Did they get back on that horse? I think they should. I don't think you could, just completely bail on a prospect after they made a mistake, albeit an egregious one, and I'm sure he's not too happy with that mistake. But I haven't shown much from this coaching staff to make me believe that they're just going to, steer into this and go, yeah, we got to just work through Corley's issues. And then you have Xavier Gipson, who just hasn't given the Jets all that much. Not as a returner, not as a wide receiver. Gipson was lining up in the slot a lot during training camp. So my guess is they would go back to that until Allen Lazard is healthy. But really, now you're kind of just you got to tread water for 3 weeks until Lazard comes back. Lazard's been better than I think we anticipated this year, and it's obvious that, he has the connection with Aaron Rodgers, and, it's to an extent working. Yes, there's still some frustrating drops, but he's been productive. I'm a little bit concerned over the next couple of weeks if we're going to be able to see the Jets get by without having that bigger outside receiver. Because Garrett Wilson's not that. It's not Davante Adams, and Mike Williams and Allen Lazard are those guys. Lazard's going to be out for a few more weeks. Mike Williams is now out the door. So what's the move? If you're looking for an update on the draft, the Jets now have their 1st-round pick, a 2nd, one third-round pick. They originally had two, but one of them will end up going to the Las Vegas Raiders. One fourth-round pick, 2 fifths now after this trade, and 2 sixth-round picks. So the Jets get a little bit of ammunition here. We'll see if they make any moves before the deadline comes at 4 o'clock. Quentin Jefferson did just get released earlier this afternoon by the Cleveland Browns. Maybe a reunion comes there, as that we all know the Jets could use some help on the interior of this defensive line. But for now, just wanted to come on quick and give you an update on the Jets' first move of the day as they decide to move on from Mike Williams. Guys, that'll do it for me. Subscribe if you're new, like the video before you get out of here, and I'll catch you next time.